Ladies and gentlemen, the dragon head, and last I left off, I got the head pretty much all assembled. I got all the little parts cut out and glued on, and now I'm at the point where I'm trying to do a little cleanup, and all the pieces that are, I want to say, blocky, going in with Mr. Dremel with a round sanding drum, and I'm going in and sanding all the edges down, trying to get everything rounded off and give it a little texture in the foam. And then I took some foam clay. I had a seam on the top of the head here, and I got that pretty much on, and I'm trying to get that filled in and get it all sanded pretty smooth. Many ways you can do it, either with foam clay, quick seal, you can use that, or I may end up using a little bit of tissue paper and fill in some gaps here, blend in the eyes and a little bit of the nose, and may give some textures. I saw SKS Props on his social media put foam clay scales. I may do something like that. I haven't quite decided yet. But anyway, I got the upper and lower head done, and I just got to figured out, I think I know how he did it. But get it mounted like that and glued so it's open. But I didn't want to glue it quite yet because I didn't know how hard it would be to get into, I like to get into the eye sockets. And I want to be able to put the teeth and work on the inner mouth. So I either may try to do as much as I can as it's separated, or I may try to, I may make it more difficult and just glue it together and see what happens. So it'd be something like that, and you'd be able to mount it on the wall. Again, this is a follow along with the SKS Props build tutorial. And he made a template how to make horns, and I used his basic template, and he's got 2 or 3 versions that you can make, and you just print out the pattern, and he does a layered method. So you can cut it all one size thickness of foam, or you can go from a thick to a very, very thin. And then you sand everything down and get the basic shape. And I just got it one cut out and glued, and it'll be something kind of like that. So that'll look pretty darn slick. I thought about do 2 horns on either side, and I didn't know how adventurous I wanted to be. Maybe a little horn, in the front here, something, make something crazy, or just make it simple. But anyway, we'll jump that bridge once we get there. But anyway, this video I wanted to show my progress on that, and I wanted to show I am learning how to I am an amateur foam builder, and I'm learning how to sculpt with foam clay. And I really should have bought the I actually bought this at a craft store. It was cheap, and I wanted to see if I was good at it before I actually should have bought the gray colors. One I really should have got. The black does work, and it's just as good. It's just a little hard to see. So for the, he does give you a template for the eyeball, and he sculpted his out of clay. So you cut out the template. And for the eye, you put the material in here. And I don't know if you can see a little bit of what I've done. It's different as in Monster Clay Epoxy Sculpt. You put down the clay, and you can sculpt all you want. This stuff, when you pull it out of the here, let me just show you. It actually, you can mold. It's malleable, you can really get into crevices if you want to, work with it. You can pretty much make a, ball and everything, and it's different, as in you kind of need it to get a little hard before you can really do anything, because it really doesn't, it sculpts well. If you can see the little indentions, It does sculpt well with sculpting tools, but you really need this a little bit harder. And then you can take, I won't say a toothpick, a metal pick, and you can really scrape and get in there, or even Dremel if you wanted to, a wire brush, just to. But you really can't sculpt with it. I want to say traditionally, put the material down, sculpt all you want. It's kind of, you have to a little bit manipulate it, and it is just different. And again, I wanted to try to sculpt more with the foam clay to see what because I have seen other people on the prop channels and costume channels that just absolutely blow me away sculpting with the foam clay. But it's real easy. You have to take a little bit, please excuse my water bottle. You got to get the surface wet, and then once you get it wet, you put the material down, the foam clay sticks to it, and then you can take the water again and smooth it out, and you can also do get the basic sculpt of what you need. It's really good for organic type material. It's I think a asset to modeling, and also again for foam building. It's just a unique material, but I am still learning. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have got going today. I'm learning sculpting with foam clay, and we're trying to get the horn, get it glued, and hopefully get it sanded down, and then we're continuing on with the head. So that's what I got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.